Hey you, have you ever wanted to own one of my original art pieces? I bet you do! Well, I have a stack of my art, all put together and nice for you guys to pick up. It's a huge support to the channel, and I'd really appreciate if you gave it a look. A full list of pieces and their prices are at the end of the video, along with more information about how you can get your hands on one of these. Skip to here if you want to see that. Enjoy the video! I have always had a fascination with cosplay. You're telling me I can turn into someone who only lives in my head with just some hard work? You're telling me I can go to a place where everyone around me has also spent hundreds of hours trying to emulate this? You're telling me that this really exists? Little Ivy was enthralled. I had been looking at cosplay since I was 12, but it always seemed like a pipe dream. I didn't have a car to get to conventions, any money for materials, or even the little bit of expertise it required to make a cosplay. But I watched others, and I promised myself that when I was 18 and moved out, I would attend a con. By some miracle, that was today. It turns out there was a Comic-Con being hosted at my local college, and I happened to meet another Life Series fan at the library who always wanted to do cosplay. We hit it off, and one thing after another, I was hot gluing parrot wings onto her back while laughing maniacally, and she was cutting a $10 Amazon wig with only one layer of hair while it was clipped to the back of my head. But let's go back. My good friend, who I'll call Q for the purposes of this video, and I decided to go as Green and Scar from Double Life. The creation of the cosplay is a whole nother story. Let me know if you want to hear about that amazingly messy experience. But today I'm just going to tell you the story of the con. The important thing is, we managed to get our cosplays done in one piece for the event, and we looked fabulous. We got to the con around 9, Q and I went inside, and it was like stepping into another world. It was like all these things I loved were in this bubble, but now they were out and they were real. I saw a lot of superhero cosplays, and anime of course, but there were so many other fandoms. I saw Murder Drones, Hell of a Boss and Has-Been, The Amazing Digital Circus, Sonic, Vocaloid, there were like 7 Mikus, Ren Fair style outfits, Undertale, Mario, and many more I didn't recognize. There were a lot of furries and Therians too, with insanely detailed masks and suits. I'd never seen a Therian mask or fursuit in real life, and that was really cool. They must have taken months to make, and were basically walking pieces of art. Q and I were the only Life Series / Hermitcraft cosplayers out there, and I honestly didn't expect us to get recognized. But 10 minutes in, before the convention even started, someone came up to us with the biggest smile on their face and asked Q, "Are you Green?" Q said yes, and then the person looked at me and went, "Oh, you're Scar!" Oh my goodness. This person, with like 2 words, took my hyperfixation and my weird hobbies and made it feel valid. It was the best feeling in the world. We had a great talk, and I took a picture with them before saying goodbye. Needless to say, I was on cloud 9. Q and I signed up for the cosplay competition, which meant we were here for the rest of the day. The competition was at 7:30 and pre-check was at 1:40. We went downstairs and hung out for a while and met a bunch of cool people. A few Therians came up to talk with us because their friend recognized our cosplays, and one of them had an awesome deer mask that just looked stunning. Someone in a blue and pink fursuit that looked like candy came up to tell us how much they liked our cosplays and gave Q and I stickers. We had a very fun talk on which was the superior Life Series. A girl saw Q and I sitting outside and literally squealed when she saw our cosplays. Yeah, the great thing about being the only representative from a fandom is that everyone who recognizes you is 10 times more excited about it. Like, people started fangirling. Please, no pictures. Q and I went up to the artist alley and were totally responsible. But it was insane to see. I've always wanted to be a freelance artist, so to see people like me all grown up and making their art a job was like getting a peek into my dream future. Everyone was so talented. Being there in the vendor's hall only confirmed my ambitions. This was where I wanted to be. And then we eat shawarmas. After an amazing Warrior Cats panel, which validated my strange hobbies even further, we went to cosplay pre-check. The judges were so kind, and all in stunning cosplays of the Teen Titans, clearly professionals. Q and I explained the process, and when Q showed around turned around to show the flowers on the back of the wings, they audibly gasped. We both had strings tied to our hands to represent the soul-bound strings as well, so we showed that off. I got to talk about the alterations I made to Scar's shirt and the triple-layered socks. Q got to talk about the hot glue fiasco and the miracle that was her not getting burns all down her back. We got our clasps and left confident. It was a blast. Q and I played Pokemon and met a super cool guy in Silent Hill cosplay, and then we left for a digital circus panel while waiting for the next cosplay contest to start. The voice actor of Kinger, Ragatha, and Gangle were all there, and I got their autograph! Oh my gosh, I actually got to meet them. Q was losing her mind. I was losing my mind. We were collectively lost our minds while waiting in line. It was a very mindless day. And then for the main event, the moment we had all been waiting for, the cosplay contest. Q and I were putting group cosplays, and oh boy, there was no age or skill separation in the group act the way there was for singles, so it was intense. There was nearly an hour of waiting between getting to the event and getting on stage, so we got talkative with the groups behind us and in front of us. In front was 3 college students as Victor, Jinx, and one more. I don't watch Arcane, I'm so sorry. They were super nice, and Victor had the biggest, most epic hammer prop I've ever seen. It was insane, and covered in wet paint. The group behind us were 2 teens, younger than us, as Rin and Len from Vocaloid. They were so cool. And the candy one of them was wearing all yellow, and the candy one of them was wearing was so cool, all yellow and black. The headsets were epic as well. And then it was time. Q and I went up stage and gave it all how we got. I was super nervous at the beginning, like literally shaking. But after it was over and everyone was cheering, oh, it was worth all the nerves. As expected, Q and I didn't win. The group cosplay award went to the Arcane people, which I was thrilled about. They worked really hard and deserved it a ton. The other winners were all insane. Most notably to me was a squirrel girl with the most impressive tail I've ever seen. It was massive and actually curled up around her neck. So yeah, maybe we didn't win, but we'll be back. We're already planning for next year as Scott and Pearl, and have plans to attend another con this fall as Jimmy and Tango, which is already under construction. We have goals. The whole con was an incredible experience, and I can't thank Q's parents enough for helping out. We turned their house into a crafting war zone, and they were more than kind to put up with it. I hope you enjoyed this little chat about what was a huge moment in my life. I'm really happy to have a place to share all this. If you enjoyed my little tale, please consider subscribing. It really helps. The link to my book and social medias are in the description if that interests you. And now for the shameless self-promo! All of the art about to be shown is currently for sale, and listed is the price along with the dimensions, and all of them are signed by me. Each piece is on foam backing board, and these are the originals, not prints. If you're interested, it's all on eBay here, or linked in the description. If you want to support me, this is the best way to do it, and I sincerely appreciate all of you. once again, if you'd like to buy one of these, please check it out. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.